If you've ever frozen in front of your crush, this video on Peace Happy Life channel is for you. A shy beau turns bold in a neon alley, and the ending. The doors blew warm air on Lucas's face as he walked out. His duffel hit his leg, the exit scanner beeped goodbye. Then he heard a bright laugh. Her laugh. It's her laugh. Rose was at the front desk, fresh ponytail, cute name tag. She stacked white towels into a neat tower. The big green gym logo sat behind her. Lucas's heels squeaked. He spun back to the gate like he had forgotten something. Wrong screen on his phone, red light. He found the QR, green, gate opened. The guard gave him a small smile like, "Sure, kid." Lucas chose a treadmill that faced the desk. Quick wipe, quick stretch. He hit quick start. The belt went too fast. He tried to play it cool. The safety clip popped off. The treadmill stopped hard. He windmilled and grabbed the rail. A guy nearby snorted. Lucas slowed it down, eyes forward. Do not look at the desk. He lasted 6 seconds. He glanced. Rose gave a key fob to a member, con and kind. The glance became a stare. His shoe scraped the side rail like a skateboard fail. He hit stop, hopped off like that was the plan, and moved to dumbbells. At the chalk station he clapped hard. White dust flew everywhere. He sneezed. His elbow hit a 10-kilo plate. It wobbled, rolled, and clanged. An older man raised one eyebrow. Lucas grabbed the plate, mouthed,
"Sorry,"
and put it back very carefully. He picked medium dumbbells. Respectable, not silly. Curl, breathe. He checked the mirror line to the desk. Rose laughed with a coworker. Lucas waved without thinking. Bad move. His hand clipped a pyramid of bottled water on a promo table. One bottle fell, then another, then all of them. Bottles rolled across the floor.
"Sorry, I'm so sorry,"
he said to everyone and to the table. He dove, caught two, banged his knee, and stacked them back fast. Not perfect.
"It's okay. Really?"
Rose said, stepping out from the desk.
"I got it,"
Lucas said, in a too high voice. He dusted chalk from his hands, tried to nod cool, and somehow bowed. Abort, cable machine. He slid in the pin. Tud test, good. Face the mirror. Pull clean, second clean, third clank. The pin wasn't all the way in. The stack dropped, metal barked, people went quiet.
"You okay?"
He called before remembering he wasn't the one in danger. Rose looked up and gave a thumbs up.
"You okay?"
"Great,"
he said with a dry throat. He fixed the pin, breathed, tried to keep his eyes on form. Do not look at the desk, he looked. Rose tapped the barcode scanner, and it was stubborn and laughed at it. He snapped his eyes away so fast he saw dots. Assisted pull-up felt safer. He stepped on the knee pad. Pulled. Rose felt strong, then a bar hit the floor behind him and startled him. "You down?" a guy asked.
"Yeah, 2 sets."
Lucas said. He had done one, so he did a second lightning set, wiped the pad, and gave up the machine. He went to a rower that faced a blank wall. He rode to calm his brain. It worked until the wall clock reflection showed Rose's blue lanyard. His rhythm fell apart. He coasted and stood. Time to drink water. He pressed the lever. The first paper cup crushed in his hand. Second cup survived. He sipped. Rose laughed at something on a phone with her coworker. Lucas smiled without meaning to. She looked up right then. Their eyes met. Little shock. He almost choked on his water.
"Great towels today,"
he said, lifting the cup like a toast.
"Thank you. They're rectangular,"
she said, smiling.
"Best shape,"
he said, and regretted it.
"Strong argument,"
she said, and turned to scan a member through. He finished a clean rep. Weights touched softly. Music thumped, aircon hissed, a treadmill beeped done. Lucas set his feet for another pull. The entrance whooshed. A cologne cloud arrived first. Blake walked in like the place was his. Designer tee, chain, lazy smirk. He didn't look at any machine. He went straight to the desk and leaned like it was a bar.
"Hey, beauty, miss me?"
he said. Rose's smile turned professional, thin, polite.
"Hi. Need a towel or a locker key?"
"You."
he said, grin whitening. Lucas let the handle go, wiped his hands, and headed for the desk like he was just getting water.
"Busy tonight?"
Blake asked, tapping the counter with 2 fingers.
"Gym is open until 10.
Rose said, eyes on the screen.
Not what I asked.
Lucas reached the counter.
Baby, where did you put the water I bought you?
The word landed hard. Blake blinked. The security guard lifted his head a centimeter. Rose's eyes flicked from Lucas to Blake and back. Fast math. Then she nodded smoothly.
In the fridge. Left side.
Thanks.
Lucas stepped past Blake without touching him, opened the staff fridge, took a cold bottle, wiped it, and set it in front of Rose. He stood slightly in the way. Blake's laugh was a dry click.
Cute.
Lucas looked straight at him.
You're blocking the counter.
Am I?
Blake didn't move. He rolled his chain with his thumb.
So you're the boyfriend.
Yeah,
Lucas said, steady.
I am.
Rose slid a card back to a waiting woman.
Thank you.
She said to the customer and stamped a loyalty square. Calm hands. Blake clicked his tongue.
Right, boyfriend? Sure, got a name? Boyfriend?
Lucas.
Lucas.
He leaned in a little.
Listen, Lucas, she and I talk, casual friendly. Do you understand?
She said she's working.
Lucas replied.
She can talk and work.
She can also not talk to you.
Lucas said, voice low, tight. Rose glanced at Lucas, grateful, then to Blake.
Anything else I can help you with?
Blake's smile thinned. His fingers drummed. The guard shifted. Two brothers near the protein fridge went quiet. Blake straightened, flicked his membership card on the counter.
Relax, kid. I'm a member.
His eyes ran over Lucas's shoulders.
You lift heavy and think that makes you brave. It doesn't.
Being decent does.
Lucas said. Silence for a beat. Rose's scanner beeped another person through. Blake smirked, pushed off the desk.
Enjoy your bottled water.
He turned slow, threw Rose a look that expected to catch. It didn't. She was already helping the next person. He tossed his towel over a shoulder and went to the treadmills, cranking one up too fast.
Thank you.
Rose said, low and even.
You're welcome.
Lucas said. It came out.
You're well, yep. Yes.
Her mouth quirked.
So, baby?
He winced.
Borrowed word. Limited time promo.
I appreciate the promo.
She said, eyes warm.
Good.
He caught the bottle as it rolled.
Water is cold.
Yes,
She said.
that's how fridges work.
True.
He nodded too hard.
Do you?
The words fell apart.
If you, I can.
It's okay.
She said gently.
I'm fine.
Right. Good.
He gave a dumb two-finger salute and escaped before his mouth made it worse. Across the room, Blake sprinted and kept checking the desk. Rose printed a receipt, calm. The guard watched like he'd seen this story before. Lucas added small plates, enough reason to stay. A light chalk tap, hands on steel. In the mirrors he caught Rose looking over, not worried now, just curious. She gave him a small nod. He nodded back. The bar dropped onto his back like an answer he could carry. He drove up, racked clean, stepped out from under the steel, and felt the leftover charge in his hands like static. Side office, frosted glass window. A tiny fan clicked from the corner. He tapped the frame.
Hey, a manager?
Miss Lana looked up from a spreadsheet. Tidy bob. Sharp eyes. A lanyard crowded with keys.
Yes?
There's a member bothering the front desk.
Lucas said, voice low and even.
Repeatedly. Today too.
She swiveled the monitor, opened a code of conduct tab.
Give me specifics.
He did. Valana typed fast.
Name?
Blake.
Lucas said she found it. Clicked. Got him.
A checkbox labeled behavior watch. Click. She drafted a short warning. Respect staff boundaries. Further incidents may suspend access. She hit send. The system chimed.
Thanks for flagging.
A little thermal printer whirred. She tore off a receipt-sized strip with incident number and timestamp.
This goes in the front binder.
Lucas nodded, heartbeat finally normalizing.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
She echoed, already filing. He stepped back into the hallway. Through the glass, he saw Rose at the desk, handing a towel to a teen with braces. He almost detoured to the weights out of habit. Instead, he went to the binder as Lana slipped the note inside. Rose looked up. Her gaze skipped from the binder to Lucas to Lana's lanyard, and you could see the math land. She smiled, small and real.
1 sec.
She slipped behind the counter, opened the staff fridge, rummaged. Came back with a stamped free coffee car and a black marker. She drew a tiny smiley in the corner and wrote, For the bottled water hero, she slid it across.
Thank you.
He touched the edge, like it might vanish.
You don't have to.
I want to.
Okay.
He tried for suave, got scrambled eggs.
If you tonight when you finish, if you want, I could.
Words fell apart in midair.
I'm off at 9.
She said, gentle.
I'll be okay.
Right. Yeah.
He nodded. The smiley on the card stared up at him like it knew things. Over on the treadmills, Blake's phone buzzed. He flicked his eyes down, thumbed the screen, saw the warning, his jaw set. He cranked his speed higher, sprinted like he could outrun a policy. The security guard watched him go, then glanced at Lucas with a look that said good call. Lucas tucked the coffee card into his duffel like contraband. Clock, 8:31. Lucas moved to the sled, loaded small plates, pushed narrow lanes of turf until his quads sang. Breath in, shove, breath out, backpedal. Clock, 8:42. Blake finished his sprint and stalked to the free weights, skull set like gel. He checked the desk twice, got nothing back but professional air. He rolled his neck like that would dislodge his anger. Lucas set his watch, countdown to 8:58. He didn't name the reason. He didn't have to. Clock, 8:49. He wiped down benches, returned plates that other people had ghosted, earned tiny nods from staff. Rose watched him restack a lazy 15 like a kind action. Clock, 8:54. He filled two paper cups, one for him, one he left on the desk's far corner without ceremony. Rose spotted it, mouthed thank you, and tucked it by the keyboard. Clock, 8:57. Blake towel snapped his own shoulder, grabbed his bag, threw one last glare, and let the door swoosh him into the night. Lucas's watch shivered against his wrist. 8:58. He finished his last set, wiped the cable handle, and walked not rushed to the entrance. The automatic doors breathed open closed open with each member leaving. He stood just inside their rhythm, between a potted plant and the scanner's soft glow, coffee voucher in his bag, timer silent now, eyes on the street beyond the glass. Rose waved to the staff, clipped a keychain to her backpack, and stepped out. Neon skimmed across puddles, scooters hissed by like snakes of light. Lucas fell in beside her at a respectful half-step.
Hey.
Hey,
Her smile was small but real.
thanks for the water earlier.
They turned into the narrow alley, wet brick, hanging wires, a glinting row of motorbikes. Halfway in, a headlight flared and slid sideways to block the path. Blake killed the engine and swung a leg over the scooter.
Leaving without saying goodbye?
He moved closer than the alley had room for. Rose tried to step around. He slid to match, palm catching her wrist. Pressure, not casual.
Come on, one drink.
No.
She said. Crisp, Lucas's voice arrived before his body.
Let go.
Blake didn't. His fingers stayed clamped. Lucas stepped in. He took Blake's wrist, turned it clean, thumb on the hinge, and peeled the grip off Rose's skin. He shifted her behind his shoulder and squared up, face to face with Blake. Blake smirked.
So the boyfriend thinks he's tough.
Back off.
Lucas said. Blake threw the first punch fast and loud. Lucas slipped it by a thumb's width. The fist sliced air. Another punch. Lucas leaned left and it missed again. Blake snapped a kick. Lucas slid his front foot and the kick whistled past his hip. Blake swung a wide hook. Lucas ducked, a jab cross jab flurry. Lucas stepped, turned, hands up but calm, letting the shots pass like buses he didn't need.
Stand still.
Blake snarled, breath hot.
No, no.
Blake came again, harder shoulder first, heel skidding on damp brick. Lucas pivoted, let him rush by, and in the pocket of that stumble he planted and sent one clean straight right to the cheekbone. Solid, not cruel, just final. Blake went down full body, face kissing the pavement. The bruise landed on his pride. Lucas didn't even bother to step back. He kept the gap.
I have a black belt in karate-do. My house is a dojo. My father teaches. Get lost.
Blake spat a word, scrambled up, yanked his scooter straight. He threw them a filthy look, added 3 more bad words for decoration, and gunned the engine. The scooter rattled past, shoulder missing Lucas by clean space, then vanished toward the main road. The alley breathed out. Lucas turned to Rose.
You okay?
She let out the breath she'd been holding.
Yes. Thank you.
She rubbed her wrist once, then shook her head like throwing off a weight.
May I?
He asked. Palm up. She set her hand in his. Warm, slight tremor.
Yes.
They walked, not rushing, step by step, past the potted basil, the peeling poster for a forgotten karaoke night, the scooter with a pink helmet dangling like a charm. A curtain shifted. An old man nodded once from a doorway, approval without words. Lucas nodded back. Lucas didn't let go. Rose didn't either. They kept moving, out of the narrow dark and into the bright, toward the cart where the grill snapped and smoke curled sweet and peppery. They stepped out of the alley and didn't let go. The night street breath steady, smoke and pepper riding the breeze. They hit a streetcar teach with a half-eaten grilled rice paper and laughed about scalded tongues. Then Lucas walked Rose home. Leaving past hanging planters and a clothesline strewn across the lane, came to the gate.
I'll wait till you're inside.
Lucas said.
You don't have to.
I want to.
The lock clicked. Rose turned back with a small wave. Scooter time. He kicked the starter. The engine coughed awake. The night peeled by in flashes. Noodles steam. A dog guarding a shoe. A kid asleep on a backseat helmet. Wine slipped sweat to cool. He parked at his villa. Hauled the bike cover, climbed the steps two at a time. Shower. Quick. Phone on his pillow, notes app open. Are you free on Saturday? Delete. If you have time this weekend, maybe lunch. Delete. Lunch Saturday, my treat, unless you hate food. Delete. Because obviously, he typed. Hey. Stare. Didn't send. Lock screen. Fanticking. Street light through the curtain made a ladder on the wall. He turned the pillow, then the other pillow, then the thought in his head. Later, Min grinned, popped in his earbuds, and eagerly opened YouTube channel Peace Happy Life, his favorite nightly ritual. Morning snuck in and slapped his alarm. He rolled out and rushed to school. Lunch. Broken rice under a tin roof, egg yolk like a sun, the phone playing a song that had the same four chords as every other song. A classmate elbowed him, grinned sideways. Why do you keep checking your phone, bro?
Because I forgot the weather.
Lucas said. Afternoon. Rode to the gym, hair still damp from a too-fast shower. He parked with more care than he'd ever parked. Helmet off. Breathe. He didn't look for her. He pretended to read a poster. He definitely looked for her. She was at the desk, tapping the barcode scanner when it refused to beep, patient with its moods. He opened notes again, stared at hey like it might become a sentence if he loved it enough. He closed it. He walked to the desk.
Hi. Back already?
Rose said.
Yeah, so, are you,
He lifted a hand to wave and discovered it attached to a body with no instructions.
Am I,
She echoed. Smiling, he inhaled like he was about to deadlift his own vocabulary.
Are you free on this if you Saturday?
She put him out of his misery with a soft laugh.
I'm free this weekend.
Oh, cool. Great. I mean.
Relief hit so hard it almost knocked him backward.
Lunch? Saturday?
She offered. The doors whooshed, that same cologne. Blake walked in with three underlings, one scrawny, one broad, one big, wearing the same look like a uniform. He spotted Lucas and tossed his chin toward the exit like throwing down a glove. Lucas to Rose.
Give me 5 minutes.
She nodded. Steady.
5 minutes.
The security guard tipped his cap a notch. Lucas headed straight outside. The three followed. On the steps their voices were short and low. One of the guys pointed toward the back alley. Lucas nodded. 3 minutes passed. The doors whooshed again. Lucas came in first, shirt smooth, hair tidy, breath even. Not a mark on him. Behind him shuffled Blake and his three buddies, one black eye, one split lip, purple blooming under cheekbones. No one spoke. They snatched their bags, kicked up stands, fired up scooters loud with irritation, spat a few curses over their shoulders, and tore out of the lot. The security guard squared his cap and gave Lucas a tiny nod that read, "That'll do." The protein fridge area and cinema quiet. Lucas returned to the desk like he'd gone for water.
So, Saturday?
Rose let out a breath she hadn't noticed she was holding. Her smile came on bright.
Yes. Saturday.
12:30?
Set.
Zalo?
Sent friend request.
Her avatar, a fox flexing a dumbbell, she fired a push-up sticker. Lucas sent a lone dumbbell, remembered himself, and let it stand. She hearted it.
See you Saturday.
She said.
See you Saturday.
Lucas echoed, light as if he'd just racked the last clean set. He drifted back onto the floor, and finding cool steel. The music still thumped, the AC still purred. Another happy day.